It's important when discussing classic Parkinson's disease, or PD, to have an understanding of brain iron distribution stores. Now, brain iron doesn't start to accumulate until about 12 or 13 years of age, and there are typical territories, many of which I'm showing you here on this coronal pathologic anatomic specimen of a real brain, demonstrating brain iron staining, including the caudoputaminal or corpus striatum region. You're seeing the head and body of the caudate nucleus, and yes, there is a tail. There is an inner and outer aspect of the putamen. We actually can't subdivide these on this particular stain, but outside the putamen is the external capsule, devoid of iron, then the gray matter claustrum with iron, then the extreme capsule, and then the centrosylvian cortex. The globus pallidus has variable amounts of iron with a GPI, the globus pallidus inner component, and a GPE, the globus pallidus external component. The GPI demonstrates or exerts a restraint on secretory behavior and nerve behavior in the thalamus and in the midbrain, and it's the loss of this restraint that accounts for many movement disorders. Now, we're able to separate the GPE from the GPI, external from internal, and that moves us over towards the midbrain, where we have the nucleus ruber, or red nucleus, and the substantia nigra. Now, in the normal setting, we see the reticular layer of the substantia nigra, which is this outer component right here, and then the nucleus ruber, or red nucleus, right there, and they are separated by a non-stained area, which will show up less dark on the MRI because of the paucity of iron present. But when iron accumulates in this area, I'll make it a slightly different color, maybe a little orange. As iron accumulates right in the middle, these two areas will start to bleed together, and this stripe is then lost. That is one of the signs of classic Parkinson's disease. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't have a very high specificity for it, but in mid to late stage Parkinson's disease, the absence of it is an important distinguisher of pseudo-Parkinsonian syndromes. So you would like to see it in mid to late stage disease. We'll also talk about the medial lateral extent of accumulation of iron in the nigrostriatal distribution in the axial projection in the next vignette.